This is Chiropractic Marketing FM, an on-demand talk radio show that covers internet marketing best practices for chiropractors. I'm your host, Dr. Patrick MacNamara. Welcome, everyone, to episode number 17 of the Chiropractic Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Patrick MacNamara, and today we finish up our discussion on everything you need to know about marketing your practice in 2019. If you missed part 1, 2, or 3, make sure you go back and listen to them first. Otherwise, this particular episode won't make much sense. Just search for episode 14, 15, or 16 over at chiropracticmarketing.fm or simply click the links I've provided for you in today's show notes. Also, before we get started, I want to thank DC Rank for sponsoring today's episode. DC Rank is the #1 chiropractic SEO service provider for chiropractors. They help chiropractors triple traffic to their chiropractic websites from search engines like Google in 90 days or less without tech overwhelm or spending a lot on things that simply don't work. So if your chiropractic website isn't getting the traffic it needs to convert leads into new patients, then you owe it to yourself to check out DC Rank today. You can either hire them to manage all of your SEO needs or learn how to dominate your market for chiropractic by pre-ordering my newest course called SEO for Chiropractors. And if you pre-order today, you'll save $200 off the original price. Just remember though, this is a limited time offer and expires soon, so head on over to dcrank.com for more information. All right, let's get into today's discussion. Over the last 3 episodes, I unveiled the simple 3-step strategy my clients use to double, triple, and even quadruple new patients in 90 days or less. As mentioned, each step is important and builds upon the next. So the key takeaway is you have to do the right steps in the right order to see the type of results I'm talking about. And you have to follow the rule of ones. A rule that shuts down 99% of the things you're currently doing so that you can concentrate on the one thing that'll bring you the most results over the next 90 days. This means you're going to focus on only one prospect using one message that shows them only one solution through one offer and lead magnet that are delivered through, you guessed it, one marketing funnel. That brings us to the very last step of our 3-step strategy. Now that the foundation and funnel are in place, you can finally focus on traffic. And as you've probably already guessed, when dealing with ads, you need to make sure everything's connected to only one traffic source. That's right, to maximize your ad spend, it needs to follow the rule of ones too. In other words, don't try to do everything at the same time. Just stick with one traffic source, test it, refine it, and reap the benefits from it before moving on to a different one. Let me repeat that. Only use one traffic source. Don't try to do everything together. For most of you, that's Facebook ads. Some of you, it might be Google ads, and for others, it may be blogging if you already have a lot of traffic. But we've been hitting it out of the park using a very specific Facebook ad that's just so simple to implement. Literally, after you've done the foundational work, everything is just a template. You literally start a Facebook ad with a done-it-for-you template that we give you, a blueprint, so to speak. You simply fill in the blanks and you're done. Now, for some of you, it might be local SEO. For others, it may be content. For example, right now, as you're listening to this podcast, there are posts happening every hour on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram that drive people through a funnel. And these posts are being recycled. In other words, smart marketers syndicate the stuff over and over in order to reach a greater audience. For example, Twitter is like a flowing river. You can publish 20 articles on Twitter and cycle them every 5 days and get traffic from different people for the rest of your career. People post a blog post once and wonder why it doesn't work. Because the best brands syndicate their content, they just don't publish it. And that's how content marketing can be effectively used as just one traffic source. So that wraps up our discussion on the 3-step strategy. If you want a visual of the entire process, then head on over to chiropracticmarketingwebsites.com. Once there, you'll find a quick video I recorded that summarizes the entire process. One of the things my clients love about this method is that it completely eliminates 99% of the things that most people tell you to do when it comes to internet marketing. In other words, you'll quit throwing stuff against the wall trying to see what sticks, and will start focusing completely on an entire method that takes your new patient's dilemma from a drought and trickle of leads to a flow and flood. So no more screwing around with Instagram and Facebook or recording videos for YouTube. None of that matters right now until you have completed both step 1 and 2. Another powerful thing about this method is that you gain complete control over the entire marketing process. And over time, you'll literally be able to flip a switch to attract whatever type of patient you're wanting to see. For example, if you're wanting to see more headache patients, you just turn on the ads associated with your headache pipeline. Need more neck pain patients? Then turn on the ads associated with your neck pain pipeline. It's that easy. Especially when you consider you don't have to set up all the marketing funnels and landing pages yourself, because we build it all for you. We'll even create, manage, and run all of your ad campaigns. It's marketing automation at its finest and can be yours by visiting chiropracticmarketingwebsites.com. That's www.chiropracticmarketingwebsites.com, or simply enter getcmw.com. That's GETCMW.com. All right, that wraps things up for this series, but before we go, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. Just click on the links found in today's show notes, or simply go over to iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, or Stitcher and search for the Chiropractic Marketing Podcast. Last but certainly not least, I would greatly appreciate your review of this podcast over at iTunes. It not only helps build awareness of what I'm talking about, but also gives me a good indication on how I'm doing. Be nice, be fair, but definitely be honest. I would greatly appreciate it, and so will future listeners. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.